Hello everyone. What is up everybody? Welcome to my channel. I'm Pip. Today I have kind of a different video for y'all. I usually only post my digital speed paints, but today I actually have a time lapse of one of my Inktober drawings. It's yesterday's drawing. I meant to have this video out yesterday, but I just didn't have enough time to edit it. But it is yesterday's prompt from my D&D themed list, and the prompt is Kenku, the bird people. I'm real excited to show it to y'all. I've been wanting to do one of these videos for so long, but every time something has happened to the footage. But yeah, feel free to follow along with my list. Here it is. It's on my Instagram, and it's called Dungeons and Drawgons.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'm really proud of that name. But yeah, I don't really have too much to say about it. So just enjoy the video, and if you have any feedback, please be sure to let me know. I've never done like a traditional drawing video with a voiceover before, so I don't really know what to do. So if you have any tips, be sure to let me know. And I just hope you like it. So let's get into it.
Hey everyone, Pip from the future doing the voiceover. Today we are doing the 16th prompt on my Inktober list, which is Kenku, the bird humanoid race in D&D. I know that they're meant to be a bit more humanoid than I drew mine, but I like to think of them as these tiny little bird creature things that know no human laws. So that's what I drew. I usually start out all my Inktober drawings by tracing a little rectangle on my paper, and then I just get to sketching by putting down some of the basic shapes and then just sketching over it, as you can see I've done here. I do tend to over sketch a bit. I just doodle around too much on the page, but my eraser's pretty good so it can handle it. As you can see with the sketch of this video, I struggled a bit with her beak, but I think it turned out pretty good. Animals are really hard, especially trying to draw them with human expressions. Like, I honestly don't know how, like, Disney does it. Like, all their cool creatures with human expressions. Like, hats off. So I had the idea for this drawing in mind ever since I first wrote out my list. And that's the cool thing about writing your own list, is you can really tailor it to what you want to draw and what you have ideas for. So I put this one right in the middle so that when I'm feeling really burnt out in the middle of Inktober, I'd have this super fun one that I've been looking forward to. And that was pretty helpful. If you ever make your own list for something, keep how you're going to be feeling throughout the challenge in mind, because I usually do that. I put some of my harder ones in the beginning so that I don't have to, so that I'm not doing all of my really easy ones in the beginning, and then at the end when I'm really burnt out, I have my hard ones, because that's no fun. But yeah, I just wanted to put a fun one in the middle so that it could, you know, just keep me going for the rest of the month. Inktober actually hasn't been too hard this year. I've not really had trouble coming up with any of the drawings, and I really like them. I like that I'm getting to draw my D&D party all the time. Yeah, I've really enjoyed getting to draw D&D stuff, because I really like D&D. In fact, my first video after Inktober, I think, is going to be a video where I've done a bunch of animatics of my party in a bunch of different memes and vines. And I'm super excited about that one. I've been working on it all month, and I can't wait to share it with y'all. But as you can see, I just finished the inking. I usually just use Microns for all my inking. I really like those. And I don't really have too much to say about my inking style. I pretty much just struggle the whole time. As you can see right here, I wanted to make my bird black. And so I was marking out all the areas that I wanted to still be able to see the lines. So I know not to color there. It's a pretty tedious process, but I think it turned out okay. And here I'm just going in with my alcohol marker. I have never used one of these before this year, but I really like it because it just allows me to add another level of shading and to mark out exactly where I want to shade before I start hatching. And I think it's just really cool for just adding more colors, and with the backgrounds it looks awesome. And here I am with my brush pen just going in and coloring the bird black like I said I was going to. It was such a scary process because I just knew that I was going to absolutely hate it and that I'd have to start over. But I think it actually turned out really good. It was nice to do something that kind of scared me a bit with my drawings. Sometimes those things are really fun and they turn out way better than you think they would. Coloring the face was especially scary. I just knew I was going to mess up her eye or something, but I think it turned out great. About to start doing some hatching work, and here I am struggling to open my pens. I really like using hatching for all my sketching. Like, I've been tempted to try and do like some stippling or something, maybe get it a little smoother, but I don't know, I just like the look of hatching, and I think it turns out really cool every time. It adds a bit of texture. You know, in my digital drawings I usually add a bunch of random lines everywhere, and I feel like the hatching really gets that across in my traditional drawings. I like using one that's almost out of ink for the background, so I can really just scribble all over it without really having to worry. But the finishing touch for all my drawings is this gold ink that I actually got last year. I've been working on the bottle for 2 years, and I pretty much just go everywhere with it. I add some highlights, some things I really want to pop out. I colored the coin that she's looking at, and I colored in some of the feathers, and I think it turned out really cool. I may have used too much, but I don't know, I get carried away with it. But I think that's about it done. So just enjoy what little is left of the video, and I'll see you in the outro.
And there's my drawing. I'm really happy with it. I hope you liked it. I think it's definitely one of my favorites I've done this year. But yeah, I don't really have too much else to say about it. With this drawing, I am over halfway done with Inktober this year. And I think I've only got 2 more weeks left. So I will hopefully have another video like this on Saturday, next Saturday. And then on Halloween, I'm going to be doing a sketchbook tour. I post all my drawings on Instagram, but I just wanted to do one. I think it'd be fun. I've never done one before. Please feel free to give me any feedback you might have, things you want to see in the next video. And yeah, I guess that's really it. I don't really know how to do good outros because I've never done this before, but I guess I will just say goodbye. See you next week.